Mhm.
Okay. Hello. This is Vaginary Madeline Kennedy with Beloved Essences. And again, we're doing our Sis-Star Love Collection Connection a weekly video with my dear Sis-Star, soul sister Lisa DeLong. Hi, Lisa.
Oh, good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I hope you are too.
So far, so
And-
good. Your
Yeah,
background is awesome.
thank you.
So just so everyone knows, we tried to do this on our Sunday yesterday, and the internet, everything was not cooperating. So we're doing it today, Monday, for you guys. So we're not going to give the date because this is probably going to be evergreen. But it's Monday. You know what Monday it is, and so it's whatever it's going to be for you guys. How's that? Hey, Lisa. So
Yeah.
we did have a lot of stuff ready for last night and for our call for yesterday. So we're going to talk about some of that stuff. So what have you got going on?
Well, what's been showing up for me this last week has been stuff that I already know that I need to remember again, and also I need to continue my investigation and education on it. So, and that is working with the Solfeggio frequencies.
Okay.
Solfeggio frequencies. The main one that has showed up for me has been 528.
And so can you
Hertz.
tell us what solfeggio frequencies mean, what that actually is?
Yeah. Okay, yes, I can. The solfeggio frequencies refer to the specific tones that help with and promote various aspects of body and mind health.
Okay.
The solfeggio frequencies have profound mental, emotional, and physical effects for repairing our DNA,
Okay.
shifting us from energies that are of fear, panic, anger into calmness. We can connect with Mother Earth that way. We can connect with all energies. And again, being that we can connect with love energy, we're again reestablishing our connection with God, our creator, with source energy, so that we can continue to heal ourselves as we transmute from this carbon body into a crystalline being.
Back to our crystal light body.
That's
So
right.
some of the music that we hear, I guess that's why at times we are either liking it or we're not liking it, because it depends on how it is either resonating with you or rubbing against your
Correct.
own true self. So
Right.
that's the whole talk about what the music is being recorded at. So
Right, exactly.
that
And
makes sense.
it does, doesn't it? Like I was reading on some sites, and I really encourage everybody to go on these sites to just investigate this and find out what they're doing to us through music. Again, when music is recorded in certain megahertz or hertz, it makes us behave in a certain way. It's a programmable type of energy that they can send through the music. For instance, rock music and heavy metal music does not do any good to our body. And that was very interesting when they compared that with the frequencies that some artists are trying to make sure that their music is recorded in, so that we can have that transformational energy coming to us.
So is that lever control on their keyboard or on their system of how they do the frequency? Like so I have a little organ, a little piano thing here.
Right.
And when I make music, and if I want to record music, and I'm asking this not only for me, but for those of us that don't know much about it, is there any way that I can make sure that that is adjusted to the right frequency if I use it in meditations and things like that?
You would have to have somebody come in and tell you what frequency it's already tuned into. And most musical equipment is tuned in at 440 hertz.
Okay.
that is the controllable energy that they want music to be recorded at, so that we stay in a brainwashable state.
Okay, so that's not
Okay,
exactly best for us.
exactly. So if you can have your musical instruments tuned into 442 hertz, then you will be in a different frequency that, again, you can create and repair and rejuvenate in. But you
Now,
got to get out of the 440
I've
megahertz.
seen them doing 432, not
Again,
442.
yes, and again, they're going back into, let me see if I have some notes on what 432 is about.
Because lots of YouTube channel music things are on
Yes.
432 are
Yeah, exactly.
different.
I may have to get on 432. Okay, again, is a vibrational frequency that is very good for us.
Okay.
It's an A note. Okay, it's tuned to an A note, and again, it is very good for us. So the 432 is kind of like the standard, you know.
Okay.
So, and then again, Earth's heartbeat frequency is 7.86 hertz to 8 hertz. And look at, we're working in 432 hertz, but Earth's frequency and the human frequency is actually in the single digits, which is very amazing. I'm trying to remember what the human frequency is. I think it was like a 9. Okay. So, but anyway, when we tune our musical instruments, or we're listening to music that is recorded in a vibrational frequency, that's where we get the healing. So when you're listening to those healing chakra meditations, I love that some of the music that is on the crystal links, and I think we talked about it before, the voyage of the 12 Fibonacci goddesses.
Right.
Again, that's beautiful transformational music to do your healings with. And each one of those 12 goddesses has a frequency that they're working with, whether it's consciousness, healing, etc. You see. And those musics there's no words to them. It's just the music. They are all tuned in to go in through your body and make your DNA heal itself. It's feeding DNA. Yes, exactly. The correct
reminder for those that didn't get to see that previous video. It's
right.
It's on crystallinks.com.
That's right. Yes.
And you're going to find the 12 goddess frequencies.
That's right. Exactly. The Fibonacci goddesses.
Good.
That's with beautiful music, you know. So
yeah, that's great to know. And I just want to make sure that we cleared all that really well for baby steps for people that aren't familiar with it at all. It may be mundane for people that are very familiar with it, but I just want to clear up any confusion about what Solfeggio tones are about.
That's right.
Okay.
A lot of good research. I've gone to a number of seminars, you know, where this was all laid out and described, how we have been deprived of the good frequencies and been being fed the bad frequencies so that we can stay in control of the dark element. And a lot of us are stepping out of that now.
In your opinion, the more we listen to these correct Solfeggio frequencies, even though Mother Earth's heartbeat is at an 8, the more we listen to these higher frequencies that are healing and better for us, it not only does it help us, but it helps the planet. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And it helps to raise the planet's vibration.
That's correct.
Which is what we're all trying to work toward, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay. Check that off. Put that little dot together there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good. So what else did you find out about it?
Again, like I said, for instance, one song that everybody resonates with is John Lennon's Imagine.
Yes.
He recorded that in 528 hertz. And that's why it's so meaningful for us. So look at those songs that really resonate, and no matter how old you are, you know all the words. It's like you know that song, you see. And I believe some other songs, you know, that are old timers have been recorded in that we, when it comes on, we can sing it. It so resonates with us. We get teary-eyed, you see. So
528 hertz. What's that one about?
right. That one is about repairing your DNA.
Nice.
Okay, that's what we're looking at. So when you're listening to music that is recorded at the 528 hertz, you're actually going into a energy that's going to help you come back to wholeness. It goes in at a cellular level, you know. And again, what in our world can we imagine could go into our subatomic cellular structure and help shift it and help it feed itself so that it can go back to its original blueprint?
So it's not just that you listen, not just that you're taking it in, listening to the music, but
Right.
everything is energy and creates a wave form of energy. So you listen to it and you're also intaking the correct wave form of energy into your cellular level as
That's
you're
right.
cued in to the right frequency.
That's right.
And it does the same when you are listening to the wrong frequency.
That's correct.
Okay.
So do you want to repair your DNA and move forward, or do you want to keep on listening to that rock and roll and heavy metal music and continue to let the damage, you know, continue?
We'll continue to be an ostrich with your head stuck in the sand,
right?
And think that nobody sees you.
Exactly.
It's just not. That's not possible.
Yeah.
The majority of you is exposed to all kind of bad elements.
Exactly.
You're the ostrich with your head stuck in the sand. They're showing me
Right.
the ostrich with the whole big body out, and all of this is getting bombarded, but you're kind of like, yeah, it's not happening to me. It's not happening to me. But this body part that's being bombarded is affecting this part that's going, no, I felt that. What was that about?
Yes, exactly.
So if they, because I like rock sometimes. Don't like heavy metal, but I like rock. So if they change the frequency of what they're playing for rock, the words, the song, the music, to the right frequency, can you still appreciate rock?
I believe you can. They just have to change how they record it. Okay. What frequency they're recording in. Because some of these heavy metal rock songs, I cannot believe how beautiful the words are.
I know, they're fabulous. I mean,
but really we can't hear the words
into them. No, because all the other stuff is drowning it out.
Exactly. You know, and if you can't hear what the meaning of the song is, you know that the writer of that song had something it was trying to purvey, you know, to give everybody, but then they put it to the heavy metal and transmuted it into something that we cannot utilize. It disguised it. It hid it away from us. But again, if they took that same heavy metal music and recorded it in the frequency of the 528, you see, that, and I believe that was A, wasn't it?
Anything other than 440.
That's right.
In exactly. 432 or 442 or anything other than.
Yes, other than 440. Yeah.
Okay. Because there's some pretty cool jivey rock songs out there that I'm like, okay.
There are. I mean, sometimes when you just, you know, I'll be scrolling and the words to, it'll say the words to this song, and I'll just read the words. It's like, oh my God, this is beautiful. I never heard these words. I remember the chorus part, you know, but I'd never heard the main body of the song because it's been blocked out. You know, again, I wasn't receiving the frequency.
Well, David Bowie, you know, he was the star being.
Yes, absolutely.
He was a star being. So a lot of his music, I don't know what frequency he recorded it at, but his wording on his songs are, well, they can get meh, but most of them are okay. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know what frequency he recorded. He may have recorded them at the right frequency. Yeah. So that since he was such an evolved star being.
Right.
Wow. That's interesting that showed up.
It is, and how And how it's in something that we have every day in our lives, music.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we need it. Our soul resonates with music. You know, it helps to change our outlook or attitude, shift how we are happy or unhappy about something. So make sure we listen to the right one. Also, this, you were talking to me about it yesterday, and I remember what you said about 528 hertz. It's the love frequency.
Exactly. It's the love frequency. It's the frequency that they found when they were testing rainbow energy. 528 is the hertz that the green and the yellow rays of a rainbow resonate at. So why do we love rainbows, right?
Yeah.
And sunshine. Sunshine resonates at 528 hertz.
Nice.
So kind of funny. We're at 2,080 feet. So there's our resonant 1 mile here in Colorado.
Yeah, you are.
5,280 feet. Yeah. So,
wow.
But again, that's why those things are all good for us. Chlorophyll in plants resonates at 528. And there is a very unique lady out there. I'd like everybody to do some investigating. She has a plant named Phoebe. And she has a plant named Phoebe.
Oh, she named her plant. Okay.
Yes, and she records Phoebe. Oh. And it is absolutely beautiful music. I have a CD. I have 2 CDs of the music that this plant creates.
See,
and you can just listen to that.
Look what all we just kind of move past every day and don't pay attention to.
Exactly.
If that one plant is sending out beautiful musical tones for her owner, just what the rest of the planet is doing in its foliage to everyone that walks by.
Exactly. And she has very interesting where she went into the forest and she recorded.
Wow.
And it's beautiful, beautiful music. It's just so beautiful. You hear all these different frequencies, different voices, I call them. The different trees have different voices. And it's amazing how I sat with this plant at a little gathering, and it was interacting with me, it sounded different than it did when it was interacting with other people.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
So would you have headphones or something to listen to how?
Yes, I did. Yeah, she put headphones on because this was another little metaphysical fair. So I was able to put on the headphones and have that conversation with Phoebe and just the response that she had. Because there's pings and sliding notes and everything, and nothing is ever consistent. You know, it's just, and you can tell this plant is having a interaction with you.
How nice.
And a healing, you see.
So
and again, because she's working at 528 hertz, she's helping my DNA resonate with a different frequency.
Yes, because that's what that little plant's job is to help humans right now. Help us crazy nutso humans. So can you give me her name and her website, and I'll put it in a link.
I will. Yes.
Website, and so that people can get the
listen to
if they want it. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
It's just there's so many beautiful things throughout this planet, throughout this universe that we are not aware of, but we are starting to wake up.
Right.
We are needing to really wake up pretty quickly as to what's going on right now in the world, so that we can be in this space of love frequency and healing of our DNA. And it's all part of you mentioned quantum entanglement.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Wow. So now my star spiral wand wants to be recognized.
Okay, good.
And this I've used numbers of times. I always have it on my table when I'm doing my readings and that. And you can see there's magnets on each one of these points. And then I have magnets in this. And this is actually the phi ratio right here. That is here. And when I use it on animals and that, each frequency, and I can't remember which point is what frequency, but we have different things so that will actually be pointed at the body of the animal or the human, and that frequency will help shift. And it's amazing how people can feel the touching of that laser, because sometimes I'm working specifically on a body part or an organ, and they can actually feel that frequency working in through their muscle and everything, working into their spleen or their liver. It's just amazing.
I've seen you work with that many times, and I really, really love that. And we need to put the link where you got that from. Does he still have some of those?
Yes, he does.
He's still selling that now?
This is Gregory Hogue, yes, and he has the sacred geometry. He has more forms. You know, I have one hanging in my living room as well, a causal vortex. But this one here I call my mobile unit. I was the first one to get one in my little group of people. And my phi ratio is different than theirs. Their phi ratio is on the other side, the way it was created. But I actually got to go to where they were making these up in Lyons, Colorado. And a friend of mine went with me, and we were walking up to this trailer, and I could feel it immediately, the energies that were coming from this trailer. And when we went inside, all of these forms were hung because they had been created, and then they have the gold plate put on them, or the silver or the copper put on them. So they were all in states of being prepared, how many layers of gold and that they were going to get on this. And I just looked up because the stars were just hanging from the ceiling. A lot of it was hanging from the ceiling. And I says, oh, this one's mine, you know. Oh, well, look around the rest. I says, no, this one says it's mine. I got to go home with this one, you know. And so the other people that have these, again, with the phi ratio on the other side, and you can see the magnets, and that's what tells you, you know, what the other side is, because the magnets radiate out. But we've done some incredible work shifting dimensions and creating vortexes that are in the 21st dimension and higher, just by using these. And with mine being different, it's a catalyst for creating a higher stepping stone from where we can work normally.
I love that this is different. And Greg, he's such a nice guy. Him and his wife both. I've been to their house, and they have a big vortex there on their property. And you talk about energy.
Yeah, you're kidding. I know. Did you take the hike too, where all the other vortex? Oh my gosh, that was like incredible. You knew you were by a vortex before you even got there.
Yes, and you have to kind of take it easy.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta take it easy. So we'll put a link.
We'll put a great link to Gregory
website and stuff, because I've known him for some time now, and I really like him. I really like them.
Yes, and he has some personal wearable devices that work really well too, that help you do your shifting and that. So.
And I have one of those. I got to figure out where I put it. I have all this awesome stuff, and then it's like, here it comes, there it goes.
I know, huh? Me too. And it's like, this is the memory. And every time we get on, and our next episode is the memory game. You know, what do we already have in our collection? And here it is, wanting to be recognized again, so that we can bring it forward. And
said when we started this, it's like looking over things that I need to pull out and remember, reutilize, activate again, bring back into my consciousness, because it's sitting over here, has always been here waiting. So it's like, duh.
Right, exactly.
Oh,
and
nice.
So unique, you know, because like yesterday when we were trying to get on the internet and I couldn't do it, that Star Spiral one was sitting up there. I says, I will bring you into the conversation, you see. So
yes, it makes me really want to get one. I have not gotten one of those. I do have the personal thing from him that you can receive. But I haven't gotten one of those. And I would love.
And then I have some causal rings, and again, they're all, we can attach them to the star, and again create dimensional energies. We did this for Moncrief. I think we told everybody Moncrief's story.
Yeah, we did.
This is one of the major things that we facilitated, creating his ability to move into his other realm.
Well, and that's the thing is you have these beautiful tools, but you have to know how to use them.
Yes. Yep.
You
And that's where.
And that may be one of our classes, Lisa, that we
absolutely
start working with, because you need to know how to use them, because if you don't really know, you can do damage.
That's correct. And when we've created the vortexes in that, we have to open them up in a very specific and safe way and make sure we close them.
In the same specific, in another specific safe way. Yes.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
So we don't just want to leave an energetic opening for things.
Yeah, so if you guys want information more about how to use these beautiful frequency tools and this energy work, let us know, and we'll put together a course and a class and get it to you. Just give us comments on it. Okay, Lisa, so what else did you want to talk about?
So, well, you know, one of the other things there's like 9 different Solfeggio frequencies. So go online and check them all out. See which ones you need to use. What would help you with your ascension path? What would help you shift your carbon body into a more crystalline body so that you can move into the 5th dimension in a more rapid way because you're ascending correctly.
So I've seen some things that are like 900 and something, and they say it's the God frequency. So you can listen to any frequency above, that's not 440, and go up to this 900 and something, that's a God frequency, and in between all those other frequencies, and not create yourself a problem. Or even, there's even some that are lower frequencies, as long as you're not messing with the 440. Am I correct with that?
That is correct. You just stay out of 440, okay? So let's see here. I'm pulling it up on the internet here.
So in our linear way of thinking, you would normally go anything less than 440 would be a damage to you, and anything higher than 440 would be better for you, but that's not necessarily true.
That's correct, because, I mean, look at Earth's frequency is only 7.86.
Oh, that's true. There you go.
Okay, so, but again, you know, okay, here we go. I hope this one will show all the frequencies, but again, it's, if you're going to go through your chakras and do a major healing for yourself instead of going to somebody else and having them do a healing on you, or if you don't
run to the store, here's
if you don't feel
to level up your food's nutrition with
get off. I love it. You know, they put all this stuff on there.
Level up your nutrition is what I heard, and that's also important.
Exactly.
Thank you for sending that message through.
I know. So, okay, I'm going to get off of that. Which one was I on? It was interesting because
well, I just think that they can just be aware that 440 is not exactly in line. And if you have a piece of music you're listening to and it doesn't specify what frequency it was recorded at, then maybe you don't want to listen to that one.
That's right, yes.
Maybe you want to go to one that you know what frequency it was recorded at.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And again, you know, if you have poor sleep habits, or you just don't know why you're not sleeping, why not pull up one of these frequencies and listen to that beautiful music and help your body come into a more relaxed state so that you can find the rest that you're looking for, right? So
I remember yesterday when we were talking about this, I started feeling stuff here in my throat area. I started receiving stuff in this throat area, and I felt like that was kind of important to share. It was kind of like all of the impressions of music go into your cellular body, like we were saying. But the throat area specifically is important, that you want to make sure that your frequency is in the right area, so that when you speak through your throat, in order to speak, you're connected with the divine energy of breath.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the words you say can be loving or can be condemning, not
Mm-hmm.
just the words, but the emotional impression, energetic intention behind the words.
Right.
So you may be saying positive words, but your energetic intention behind the word could be of a 440 frequency because you're saying it snarky or a little sarcastically or with veiled passive aggressiveness.
Mm-hmm.
So even though the word could be a good word, your breath that you voiced it with is impacted by your heart, your power of your emotion. So
Yes.
you need to watch that because this is what's going on across this planet, how we interact with what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
how we interact with what we see on the news, how we interact with our person that's even in the presidential office and his staff and those that are in, Republicans, Democrats. I really don't pay any attention to all of that because it's all mishmash. And everybody, whatever it is, when you believe in everything is part of the divine plan and it's showing up for everyone to recognize. Different
Mm-hmm.
people are doing their job, be it good in your opinion or bad.
Right.
They're showing up doing their job, and how you speak about it and how you feel about it is
Mm-hmm.
reflecting. Are you putting out 440 hertz? Or are you putting out 528 hertz? Think about it. Check
Mm-hmm.
yourself. That's what I felt. That's why my throat got so locked up. It's like people have the ability to not just in music. It's about what frequency you carry.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. I think I covered that.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. So just to cover a few, the 174 hertz is relieving pain and tension.
174 relieves pain.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
285 hertz, safety, energy, and the survival are linked to the frequencies of 285 hertz.
Okay.
Okay. So 396 hertz is to release fear and guilt. And again, if you listen to that song that's at that frequency, you can alleviate that fear. You can alleviate the guilt. So kind of funny, it's like how many people that have what they consider a mental health issue could be relieved of a lot of it if they just were tuned into certain frequencies.
A lot.
Does that make sense? Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
It says 417 releases negativity and all past trauma.
Wow.
528 hertz.
How many people keep reliving their past trauma?
Exactly.
They wear it as a badge of honor, and it's like, get past it.
Yeah, exactly. So one will experience relief because the negative experiences and the influences from the past slowly leave their consciousness. It's linked to the solar plexus chakra and the color yellow. So again,
so are you on a particular website that they can look at this and look it up themselves, or? Yes,
this one here is a healing. Let me see if I can come to the top one. NatureHealingSociety.com. This is one I'm looking at. I can't remember. Yesterday's was really a good one too, but it didn't show up today, of course,
NatureHealingSociety.com.
Right.
Okay.
And
that NatureHealingSociety.com.
Right.
Take a look at that, guys.
Right. And a lot of work
in the description because that's way too much.
Yeah, it is. It is very much. Let's let everybody look that up themselves.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm being led toward your Nebula stone.
Oh my gosh, this one showed up for us. Let's see if we can get a good picture of that. And here we go. Here is the Nebula stone.
Isn't it gorgeous?
And it has an I at the end of it. That's
I.
why this one became mine.
Mm-hmm.
I love that I. There it is.
It's a beautiful stone. It looks like the galaxy.
It does. It looks like the universe out there, and you'll see little swirlies and everything.
Wow. Yeah,
Isn't it
it
gorgeous?
definitely looks like a
So it's
nebula.
the green color, you know, and then it's got all these inclusions and
It looks blue.
yeah, it's actually a green. So, but you know how our computers are.
Yes, it looks very blue.
Mm-hmm. So
But what does it do?
we're going to get the book out here because I want to read what Naisha says about it. The Nebula stone. She said that within minutes of picking up the stone, it grew warm and began to pulse in my hand. I felt a rush of healing energy in the first and second chakras, which
Wow.
quickly moved upward through the chakra column and led me out of my body and deep into the heart of space. This stone activates the most ancient and basic aspects of the physical body, energizing the carbon molecules and attuning one's consciousness to the dance of the subatomic particles that are the basis of the physical world. Now, isn't that funny how the solfeggio frequencies also go at a subatomic level?
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that funny how they just start connecting together?
Right, yes. While the nebula stone is strongly grounding, it activates the remembrance of light within the cells, drawing light into the physical body and activating the consciousness of each particle of matter. This creates an expansion of one's consciousness that is a powerful awakening. This activation of the cells and particles of the physical body can initiate healing experiences, but more importantly, it facilitates a remembrance of who and what we truly are, spirit as body.
Fabulous.
It is.
Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
I love that stone. I'm going to have to find it somewhere.
Yeah.
You happen to have one.
I might just find your piece and ship it to you, okay?
I would love to have one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we have different stone shops around here too, but you're really good at spotting the right things. So it's so interesting. I was drawn to the card decks yesterday too. This one, Frequency Tarot, and this is by Teal Swan. Not knowing we were going to be talking about frequencies and Solfeggio, all that stuff. And the card that drew is number 60, and it says Catalyst. Can you guys see that? Pretty interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So let me get these little peepers on, because the little tiny stuff here. For Catalyst, no matter how this card is drawn, you have lined up with a dramatic increase in the rate of your expansion. Uh-oh. Expect to experience drastic change in your life and in your perspective. The universe is content to chew up your false beliefs and misconceptions at this time and leave you with truth instead of illusion. What's 440? Illusion.
Right, exactly.
This process of rapid and dramatic change is not always pleasant, but it is always in alignment with your highest good. Now, I just think that's really interesting, that catalyst.
That's right.
True. Oh, I have chills.
Right.
We're giving.
Hi, Maitreya.
So we are sending you messages in all sorts of different ways so that you are able to understand it in a way that is easy for you to take in. We hope you are enjoying the way that these two girls are interacting with you. We are enjoying it quite immensely. But this is all part of knowing the truth, knowing the trueness of you, and knowing that there are other things in play that are trying and have been trying to keep you from knowing the trueness of you. So catalyst that has been spoken about is upon you now. The change in the frequency is upon you now. The love vibration that you are able to send out in the midst of the hate vibration that is happening is upon you now. It's all about choices. We gave her the visual of the ostrich with its head in the sand. It's same for each one of you. You may be duck and cover for now because you're not ready to listen to it, but your body is taking in all the information. So you might want to see about getting your head in the game so that your body doesn't have a breakdown that you don't understand what's going on. And you can prevent the breakdown by getting your head in the game with your heart. Your heart head is the most important head to get in the game because it will connect in with your brain head. Does this make sense, dear ones? We hope
Yes,
it is. We hope it's making sense to all of you. Thank you for letting me come through. We will step
Thank
off
you,
the side
Maitreya.
again, and we watch up constantly. So we will step to the side and continue. Let the ladies continue.
Thank you, Maitreya.
Many blessings to you all. Okay.
That was very wonderful words of wisdom from Maitreya that you just channeled through. Thank you so much, Madeline.
I'm so glad it's recorded. It is recorded, right? Because
Yes.
I have when I have these chills, I'm like, this is something is changing. And while we've done this Sis-Star Love Connection, I don't know if any channel messages like that has come through, but because I don't recall. But that was Maitreya, in case you didn't know. Okay.
So he talked about the card that you had in your hand. He revealed it again to the viewers.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
catalyst card.
Okay.
And talked about about how you talked about being an ostrich with your head in the sand, getting your head back in the game. So just reconfirmed
Oh.
a lot that you covered.
Tied it up in a neat little bow, did he?
Yes. Yeah.
Good. They're good at doing that. What else were we going to cover? Because I think we're getting close on time here.
Okay, so we were looking at, well, let's just talk about what's going to show up next week. Did the orange calcite need to be talked about?
Yes, because I was just going to it. It's like orange calcite said, don't forget me, I'm important here.
There we go, good.
And this is a big sphere of it.
Yes.
See, it's really, really
yes.
orange. It looks sort of a soft yellow because the light's in here, but it is nice, strong orange.
Yeah.
So yeah, orange calcite wants you to talk about how he shows up to help. And I heard yeah, your book of stones, good.
That's right. Yeah. So orange calcite, keywords for that one is creativity, sexuality, playfulness, confidence, and innovation. The element is fire, and the chakras it is over is the sexual, creative, second chakra, and the solar plexus, the third chakra. So it's going to stimulate the physical body and one's sexual and creative energy. It helps one overcome depression, lethargy, or inactivity, and can be a wonderful ally in reclaiming one's health and vitality. Orange calcite is a cardinal fire element stone. It encourages warmth, circulation, metabolism, and the flow of energy. It can assist one in dispelling the aspects of one's life which need to be released before one can move on. This is interesting. Orange calcite brings a ray of sunlight into the dark corners of one's energy field encourage ones to shake off the blues and set one's sights once again on one's dreams.
And I have a feeling that the majority of humanity across this planet are stuck in the blues. So yeah, time to move past that.
Exactly. So that little beautiful piece of orange calcite wants to help you. Yeah. It encourages one to take on new endeavors and helps to break out of old patterns.
Oh, see, that's important because
Yes.
our old patterns create our old belief structures, and we need to relook at those belief structures because
exactly. And we want to get out of the hamster wheel, you know,
Yes.
that we're in, you know.
Yes.
So again, it helps you overcome shyness and indecision. Good. Right. So again, if you want to take action towards your goals, get that orange calcite and ask it to work for you. So
and
that
it
you
will.
keep on.
It's waiting, just like that plant, just like the lady whose plant is sending out beautiful musical tones for you. Our minerals and stones and crystals do the same.
Exactly, they do.
They do the same. It's all energy, and energy creates waves of frequencies.
Yeah, I'm going to read the physical aspects of this. Orange calcite supports all of the fire element systems in the body. The endocrine system, the hormonal balance, the digestive system and metabolism, the sexual organs and sexuality. It is also helpful in removing blockages from the meridian system and stimulating the second and third chakras.
Nice. Wonderful.
Yeah.
It goes in line with my daily Qigong practice too. Clearing all that stuff. The other stone that wants to play today is this.
The kyanite, yes.
Beautiful little piece of kyanite that I have on this wonderful smudge fan that was gifted to me at one of the fairs. Isn't it gorgeous?
It is beautiful.
It looks almost like a little face in here on those little brown feathers. Like a little animal face.
So
this
kyanite, okay, the key words there are inner bridges, psychic ability, connecting with nature, past life recall, telepathy, and empathy. Its element is storm. It is connected with all chakras, especially the third eye and the heart chakra. So it says here it is a very high vibrational energy and creates very rapid transfers of energy. They open up psychic channels and activate the mind centers, accentuating one's mental capabilities and enhancing one's ability to download information from higher sources. They can make telepathic communication between individuals easier, especially if both parties are using them. If one chooses to sleep with kyanite, the process of lucid dreaming will be greatly stimulated.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And you know, we are on a fast track right now.
We are.
Change, of evolution, of happening. So this will help us get on that fast track and not lose our footing. Because it's happening. It's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to phrase that. There is a happening.
Exactly. So
nice that they show up.
Just a little bit more. The blue kyanite can link the physical, astral, and causal bodies, catalyzing full consciousness and awakening, dreaming, and dreamless sleep. One must work at this, but it's well worth it when the goal is achieved.
So they're just telling me, they're just saying, say to the people, imagine what it would be like for you if you're listening to a piece of music at 528 hertz and you have with you a nebula stone, a piece of orange calcite, and a piece of kyanite, and a glass of water. You need to have a glass of water because the water magnetizes, emphasizes, expands out. What kind of meditation would you have if we did that? That's pretty cool. They're saying to consider that.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that idea. What about you?
I do. I like that idea a lot. Yeah.
And just know you're safe. You'll probably astral travel, but you're safe because you need to. You need to be in your safe space. You need just, yeah. Just make sure you know you have your white light around you. You throw the codes, sit down, start your meditation with music, 528 hertz, and have these three major helpers with you.
That's right. Yeah.
And they're saying to do a process of that for about every day. You don't have to do it long. Listen to one song. One song can be like 3 minutes.
Right. Exactly.
Or 30 minutes, however long you want to be in that frequency and vibration. But they were asking if you would do that type of connecting with source, with you, with your inner source, with divine source, all the same, every day for how long? They're happy with 30 days, but they said they settle for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because they know that we won't stick to 30 days.
Right.
And it's going to be hard enough for us to stick to 2 weeks, but they're saying, please focus on this.
Right.
This is a simple task. It's not, if you don't have these stones, what do you want them to do if they don't have the stones? Find pictures of them.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Find pictures of them and put the picture, let the picture know that it's going to carry the energy of the actual stone for you.
Right. Exactly.
And then have the pictures with you.
Exactly.
And you can find some of these stones probably in, if you have an oracle card deck that's about stones, or in the book, if you have that book. And if not, just Google it.
Yeah, just Google it. There's some beautiful pieces that you could acquire from the crystal and stone people, you know, so you just get it shipped to you.
They're giving us an assignment.
Yes.
2 weeks. 2 week assignment. Okay, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Assignment. Okay, and so we're supposed to check back with them next week.
Okay.
To see how they're doing with this assignment. I hope you help me remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I think our time is about up.
Yes.
I know.
I want to thank everybody for, you know, just being here and listening to these little tidbits to help you grow and rejuvenate and connect with your higher self and find that you are not alone, that you have assistance in everything, even if it's just the big old tree that's out in your backyard or the little dandelion that keeps on popping up because you put your attention on it.
You're not alone. And you have your Sis-Stars right here.
That's right. So.
And we are more than just the two of us.
That's right.
As we go on, you'll see that you'll find more and more Sis-Stars that are in your group, that are in your tribe.
Exactly.
But we are always here for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Madeline.
I love you, honey. Much love to all of you.
Yeah.
And we will talk to you again
next week.
Don't forget your assignment.
Yep.
Bye for now.